Happy birthday, Virgo. Excuse me. This is going to be your September 2019 reading for Virgo. I've already prayed over your shuffle here for Virgo. Happy birthday, happy birthday. You just had your Virgo new moon. Get one new moon every year. Help you set your intentions. This is going to be your general reading. Take what applies, let the rest fly. Excuse me, my God. Take what applies, let the rest fly. Moon, Sun, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. Energies go both ways. Use your own intuition. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you with some clarifiers if need be. For Virgo, September 2019. Time is fluid. Time is fluid. Clear, concise messages, please, Universal Source. For the collective, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. Energy goes both ways for Virgo, September 2019. Central issue, Virgo, you have the King of Cups. Okay, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces here. The King of Cups is the master of his or her. Okay, it doesn't have to be a man. His or her element. Very emotionally stable. Okay. We're comfortable in our emotional state here with the King of Cups, okay? We're feeling very emotionally connected to a situation, albeit a relationship, okay? We have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, right? Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius crossing the King of Cups. So this is either going to hinder or help this emotional state, right? So we are asking for truth. We're asking for clarity, okay? We're up in our head about the situation. This is communications, right? This could be a legal situation. So this is also the master of the air element here, okay? So let's see what's going on. What's at the foundation? What's at the foundation of the situation for Virgo? What's going on here for Virgo? What's going on with this King and Queen? What's at the foundation for Virgo? September 2019. What's the foundation? What's going on here? What's the foundation, please? The Hermit. Might be dealing with a Virgo is the foundation. Just going to get some of these cards laid out so I have a better understanding of what's going on here for you. Virgo, you're coming up in your own reading. All right, so either this is you, could be dealing with another Virgo. Okay, I'm going to take both actually. As it relates to the past, we have the World card and the Ace of Wands in reverse. What's crowning the reading? What's crowning the reading here? What's crowning? What's in Virgo's thoughts? What is Virgo thinking? What is Virgo thinking? What is Virgo thinking? Defensive. Okay, someone's holding down their thoughts, their fort. Okay, you could see here with the Seven of Wands, they're very defensive. Okay, they're trying to keep at bay these Six Wands. Okay, very defensive. Just keeping these Six Wands at bay here. It's like, no, you're not going to get at me. All right. What I'm sensing so far with this King of Cups, there's this emotional stance. Someone is really standing firm in their emotional state. What's going to help or hinder, they're really defensive over their emotional state. In the past, there was a cycle that was completed. Okay, something got off the ground with this Ace of Wands. There was a new beginning, a new passionate start with regard to some either relationship. Again, this is a general reading. Take it for what you will. Either a relationship, career, in whatever arena this was in your life. You could have been dealing with a fixed sign, a Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, very well could have been. And whatever new start had come in the past with this Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning that didn't get off the ground, was actually a completion of a cycle. It was like a start, a stop, a start, a stop. And due to that, that ended this cycle of starting and stopping. Okay. And we wanted clarity with this, okay? We need clarity with this. Why did this begin and start and stop and start and stop? So now we're on the defense because this beginning and ending, even though we have closure with it to some degree, it's like it started and it stopped, and the starting and the stopping of it, right, it brought some closure. We're defensive with regard to that. We're reflective on it, right? That's why it's all happening. We're reflective on it. Someone was cut out due to it. We're on the defense because of it. So let's see what's going on. What's coming in the future? What's coming in the future? What's going on now? Now what's going to happen? Why are we defensive? We're reflective over this. Okay. Not too many. Cards flying everywhere. I didn't see any of them. They're all face down. So what's going on in the future? What's coming in for Virgo? What truth or clarity needs to be seen here with this Queen of Swords? What's going to help or hinder this situation? This Ace of Wands in reverse with this Queen of Swords I find to be very interesting, especially with this defensiveness with the Seven of Wands. Let's see here. It's King of Wands. You very well could be dealing with a fire sign of some sort. I'm sensing whatever started and stopped. You very well could be dealing with someone who says one thing and does something else. The King of Wands in reverse. Again, you have two kings here, one in the upright, the King of Cups in the upright, and the King of Wands in the reverse in the future position. The king, again, the kings are masters of their suits, right? Their element. But when the king is in the reverse, he's, says one thing and does the opposite. And with this King of Wands in the reverse position, he's not living up to his potential, right? So he's not going after what he sets his intention for. And the wands here in the past position is the fire element. And with the Ace of Wands in the reverse position in the past, and the King of Wands in the reverse position in the future, I'm sensing that's why you have the World here. You're dealing with an energy that says one thing and does something else. Hence, I think you're guarded. You're guarding, Virgo, your heart. That's why you have the Hermit here in the foundation. You're very introspective. You're very like looking inward and saying, how do we close this out? How do we, as above, so below? How do we come to the end of this? You're very defensive on this. You with this Queen of Swords, you're going to either help or hinder this. Like, you need the clarity. It's like you're asking here, she's reaching out and asking, like, how do we figure this out? You have a lot of wands on the table too. Even the Hermit, even in your own card, I mean, he's holding a staff, right? He's holding, what is typical of a wand, meditating on that star, like, so. And how you're viewing yourself. Here's the Star card here. So you could be dealing with an Aquarian. You want healing with this. See, with the Four of Swords too, definitely you need some recovery, some healing. It's like you definitely are asking. And the Empress, you could how you're viewing yourself with relationship to this situation. You recognize that you need healing from this situation. You recognize, even though this may not have been the ideal situation, you may not have gotten what you wanted. You know it's what you needed. I'm sensing that some of you too have an unforeseen pregnancy, and some of your friends and or family aren't happy about it, but you are. Okay? What's going on in the external environment? So far you have 4 major arcana. What's going on in the external environment for Virgo? What's going on in the external environment for Virgo, please? What's going on in the external environment for Virgo, please? There we go. The Devil in reverse. Okay, so some of you Externally, someone's letting go of something here. Some sort of obsession, possession, bondage. Perhaps maybe this new, in the past, whatever it is, this Ace of Wands, this new passionate beginning that just didn't get off the ground, this closure that came with it, this World card, this King of Wands energy, that you know that you self-reflectively went within, that you're so defensive over, that you need clarity over, or that this energy that was cut out, that either you cut out or cut you out here with this devil that's being released, that now you're able to finally, you know, receive the healing that you need. Your hopes and wishes are finally going to come to fruition for this recovery process. All of this abundance that's going to come through for you now, because finally the devil is, this bondage is being released in the reverse position. All right. I'm seeing a new higher level of commitment for you, Virgo. Okay. This could either be spiritually, financially even. I'm sensing now that there's this release of toxicity, some release of some sort of external toxic negative energy, is now allowing room for a higher level of spiritual ascension in your life. It's making room for positive growth and expansion for you, especially with the Star card and the Four of Swords. You know, you now have the time to kind of take a rest and a reprieve. You know, going within with the Hermit here. It's like you've been here before, you know, with the World. You've been here before. See what your hopes and fears are. What are Virgo's hopes and fears? The Emperor. Okay. You have both the Emperors and the Emperor. Okay. You're both hoping and fearing success. Right? Foundation, success. Right? The Emperor could be dealing with, I have all signs here, all elements, all signs, Virgo, so I can't even, you know, but it says you're hoping and fearing not only, this is a general reading, so not only mastering, you know, financial success, spiritual ascension, marital bliss. It's like, you know, you're hoping and fearing, you know, everything, you know, being in your element in every single way. Because, I mean, the Emperor and the Empress, you want to talk about a power couple. When you have a king and queen of the same suit, I mean, that is a power couple. But when you have the Emperor and the Emperor and the Empress together in a reading, I mean, that's like, you want to talk power couple, right? So, and you have not only the Emperor and the Empress, here you also have the Hierophant, which is beautiful. He has 3, 4, 5, 2 4s. And the Devil in reverse here, externally. So you have the making of a beautiful, I mean, your reading is setting you up for not only, I mean, for those of you that are looking for a relationship, if you're already in one, your relationship is headed toward, if you're already in a relationship, it's headed in the right direction. Like whatever needed to be released is being released here with this Devil in reverse. Okay? For those of you that are looking for a relationship, you're headed in the right direction. Okay, let's see what the outcome is. I see a lot of personal growth and expansion here. What's the outcome? Going to get messages. Messages, again, some of you very well could be pregnant here, but a message of solidity. Like, let's solidify this. I would like to, please, clarify this King of Wands. What's going on with this King of Wands? Justice. Could be dealing with Libra. Okay. Or some of you could be coming out of a divorce. Because we also get the 5 here of the other. There was a 5. Yeah, we have the Hierophant here. So could very well be coming out of a divorce to get into another relationship here with the 5 of Cups. We have 2 cups standing, so we're grieving a relationship. Some of you could be coming out of a relationship here in the past to move into a relationship here in the future. Okay, hence the Hermit. That's maybe why we're so defensive here over our heart. Again, of legalities here with this Queen, all right, of Swords. We're cutting out one relationship. We're closing out a relationship here. Okay, a relationship in the past. Okay, that didn't get off the ground, where we might be divorcing or getting out of one relationship here, closing it out in the past. With this King of Cups, we're cutting that out here with this Queen. So we're protecting our heart here. Okay, we're being self-reflective, right? We're looking over our past situation here, the mistakes that we perhaps had made in previous relationships. We're thinking about this, we're guarding ourselves, okay? We're going through the court system, or we're just going through, we're delegating that over and over in our head, ensuring that we're not going to make the same mistakes. This could be in any area of your life, Virgo. All right, but messages are coming in. Messages are coming in through universal source, okay, through the court system, through universal source, through bank statements, through you name it. But they're coming in. We're getting the keys, okay. We're unlocking the wisdom here as it relates to commitments to self. We're getting the justice. We're seeing how things were imbalanced, okay. We're seeing how. Things, not just the way that we related in relationships, okay, as above, so below, how we could be naked and free and liberated in not just in relation with other people, but in relation with ourselves. How water needs to be under the bridge here, okay? Where is it? How we just need to have the water be under the bridge. We can grieve, okay? And really, like, the Two of Cups is just the most beautiful divine relationship, right? So, and with justice here, you know, she holds the sword. She holds the sword of truth, as the Queen of Swords holds the sword of truth. So I believe that it's very well the case that you know, you could be dealing with child support too. You could be dealing with alimony as well. You know, these swords are really important here with the Four of Swords as well. Foundation. Okay, I really feel as some of you are with the Star card as well, coming out of one toxic relationship with its Devil card in reverse, coming out of one toxic relationship, and finally now being able to get into like a soulmate relationship, really coming to terms with, and this could be with regard to any type of relationship, whether it's, you know, a career. You know, coming to terms with, you know, family, familial type of things, like, you know, in any area of your life, but you're really coming to terms with grieving and recognizing, you know, the importance of relationships and what that means. You know, the relationship to self, relationship to other. Okay, I want to clarify this Page of Pentacles and the outcome. And more messages are coming in. It's as though you're taking the 5D, the 4D, and with this Hierophant too, and really making it, you know, a reality. This Hierophant, and you're really reflecting on this, like, that's the justice you're getting. Making it your foundation. Bringing the metaphysical into the physical realm, making the metaphysical physical, like heaven on earth. After, like, it's as though I'm hearing like it's been hell on earth for you, and now you're making it like heaven on earth. Like you've enough of hell on earth. You've had to fight. And that's where this justice is coming in. But, you know, you've practiced this already. Like, this is, you already know, like, how to do this. Like, you've had enough practice. Come on. Virgo, September 2019. For this outcome, Page of Pentacles, please. Please clarify. Yeah, I get the 5 of Wands. Another 5, similarly to this 7 of Wands. Like, there's going to be no more arguing, okay? No more having a fight. No more, this is internal conflict too. You know, like, as you see yourself here, the Star card, getting your hopes, wishes, and dreams, healing, the 4 of Swords with this Empress. There's not going to be any more of this internal conflict. These messages that you're getting are also coming from the divine, I feel. Okay. I feel as though some of the messages that you've received have also been from some of this conflict. And also from this grief. Don't fear the Justice. Don't fear this Emperor. Don't fear this, what you fought so hard for. Because it's, you know, it's coming. Everything that you've wanted, you're now going to receive. And it's you know, the devil is leaving you. This toxic energy is finally leaving, whatever this is for you. Yeah, you're getting strength. Okay, finally, you're getting strength. Okay, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to end your reading with a rune. For Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon. Virgo stellium. I have a lot of Virgo on my chart. Virgins are the healers of the zodiac. Virgo, September 2018. 19. It's weird. Whatever may have been going on for you this time last year. Journey. 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 Journey, communication, union, and reunion. And you receive it in the reverse, Virgo. Okay. It puts you on notice to be particularly attentive to personal relationships. At this time, ruptures are more likely than reconciliations. And effort may be required for you to keep your good humor. Okay, whatever happens, how you respond is up to you. The requirements for your growth may totally disrupt what you had intended. Desired outcomes may elude you. And yet, what you regard as detours, inconveniences, disruptions, and blockages, and even failures and deaths will actually be rerouting opportunities, with union and reunion as the only abiding destinations. So essentially what it's saying is that this is a time for you to pay attention to relationships, and there will be ruptures, more likely than reconciliations, all right? You need to keep your good humor, all right? You're not going to be having reconciliations at this time. You're going to be having breakups, so to speak. Your response is key, all right? Your your growth right now is not going to be what you intended it to be. Your outcome is not necessarily what you intended it to be. What you might feel inconvenience, death, and failure are actually opportunity. And you will be seeing union and reunion and destination. Okay, Virgo? I hope that was helpful. You actually have a very, very beautiful reading here, believe it or not. So I do see it as, I do see grief here, I do see breakup here, but I also see it as being very positive. All right. So I hope that this was helpful. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Take what you need and leave the rest. And I'll see you next month.